Imagine walking around like this every day. I study psychology, and this photo isn't really about traveling, it's about how we learn what feels necessary to carry. When I went traveling for a year in my early 20s, I knew I'd be in cold countries, warm countries, cities, nature, long trips, short trips. So I packed for all 4 seasons. 2 pairs of shoes, extra layers, backups for things I already had backups, things I might need just in case. And at the time, it made sense. I didn't know what I need, so I prepared for every possible version of the trip. A few months in, it became quite clear that I was using maybe half of what I carried, but the rest stayed in the bag anyway, just to be on the safe side for the what-if scenarios in my head. And that's a pattern the brain is quite good at. When preparation helps us feel safe in a situation, the brain remembers it. It doesn't check whether the cost of carrying it still makes sense. It just remembers that at some point, doing this made things feel safer. In real life, this can look like running conversations through your head before you see someone, because being prepared helped you avoid an awkward moment in the past. Or staying quiet in group settings because you learned early on that speaking up sometimes caused tension that you didn't want to deal with. But what changes these patterns is awareness combined with experience. The brain updates when it gets new lived information about what is actually risky and what is actually safe. And that usually happens when you notice one strategy you're carrying and let it run a little differently than usual, long enough for your nervous system to register the outcome. For example, you say a little more than you usually would and notice the group doesn't turn against you. Nothing dramatic happens in these moments, but that's the point. Your brain learns from ordinary experiences that contradict the old rule. And over time, those experiences add up and your body learns to feel safer carrying less. And maybe next time you travel, you realize you don't need a big backpack anymore. A smaller bag does the job too.